Hi everyone, my name is Jeline, and today I will present the social computing final project for you. And I designed a social software named Stare. Here was the content, and I divided content into four parts. First was the introduction part. Stare is a social platform based on the University of Pittsburgh libraries. Compared to other normal social software, it added the reading books factor and it have the student identification, so it's more safe to use, and there are some interesting interactions like sharing books or sharing reading history. It could connect students who loves readings. It have two goals. First was encourage students to socialize safe while learning, and so I did some reduce misinformation parts in the product design. Second part was the most normal parts. Uh, it could help students to read more in the library and develop their reading habits. Second part was the function and framework. When I designed the social software, and I divided the functions into five parts. First was the most normal parts. The register function, you could log in and you could sign up by the PIS email address. Second part was the search function. You can search the books or the authors, whatever you want. The third part was the read function. You could look through the basic book information and the recommended book list on the home page. The fourth part, or the most important part, is called social functions. You could have some interesting social interaction with others, like chatting with others, or see your friends on the ranking list, or the clicking reading buttons and looking through some users' profile and sharing moments. The fifth part was gamification functions. It's more about the ranking list, about the reading hours and the number of books the user read. Here are some screenshot examples because the product design it have many screenshots. I would like to recommend you to see it on the report. And here was the framework. I used the bottom navigation when I designed the social software. It has the five destinations. It's about homepage, message, library, ranking list, and user profile. Because the whole page is very long, I divided this function mind map into five parts. First was the homepage, and it has some recommended book list like featured best of months or friends are reading. You could look through these book categories and find the book list you want. And the second part was the search function. You could search the book title you need or the author you want, and you could see the book basic informations or add your comments or see the borrowing record, and you can add it from the borrowing records. Second part was message. You can receive friends message and system message, and you can chat with others based on this definition. The third part was libraries. You could recording reading hours after you clicking the reading buttons, and the number of you could see the number of students in the libraries. And here will show your reading history about your reading history and your friends' reading history. And the third part was the gamification part, the ranking list. And the final part was the user profile. You can edit your personal information. And the most important part was college information. You will edit your student ID card photos, and then you could use this social software. You could share the moments and see your reading histories and some basic settings. Here is the third part is about the series. I designed the social software stairs and about some case analysis. It had two case analysis. First was the Snapchat, and the Snapchat inspired me part was fact checking system and the reliable information source. The checking system is very important, and about Snapchat, it will cooperate with official mainstream media to ensure the celebrity of the source of information, and they will hire some human editors to make the final step of the reviews. So they could reduce the misinformation or avoid misinformation from their users. And it has some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages was could preventing the misinformations, but disadvantages was actually Snapchat did the complexity process design, but it don't emphasize the choose the importance of the registration informations. You just need the phone number. You could register on the website. It doesn't have any identifications you need to offer. So I think this part was not very good. And the second case I analysis was LinkedIn. And the LinkedIn part inspired me was weak ties. Weak ties was a social series was was a social series, and it says weak ties is more useful than the strong ties, and weak ties may be like some uh, strangers, but the strong ties may like your friends, your teachers, your alumni. The value of weak ties depend on the number of them. Although they don't know you, but they may still willing to help you. LinkedIn was more based on the existing weak ties, and it have advantages and disadvantages. Advantages may the social tie could effectively solve this problem and provide enough information. And when the weak ties was built up on the more reliable real social network, it's relatively the missing information is relatively low rate, and it has the disadvantages because online misinformation is difficult to distinguish, and sometimes someone would like to embellishing their experience. For example, in a project, maybe she just a team member, but she said she was a team leader. And the theory was I analysis was gamification. Gamification is to apply the thinking and the mechanism of a game to social domain of acquaintances and strangers to guide users to improve the social efficiency and enhance the social experience. About the stairs, I use the authentication and the gamification. This series has the disadvantages. It's effective and easy to understand, easy to design, and it has some deep intersections. The functions will link it to each other, and it could improve the social uh, user experience. It also has the disadvantages. Some design rules are very difficult for designers to think about that, and may it have the limited motivations. the first part was future and challenge. First, I would like to talk about challenges. Some authentication function may cause student to be disgusted because they will get your some campus card information and it will violate your privacy. And some gamification interactions I didn't design very proper, like the button of recording reading times. About the future, I would like to link the University Pittsburgh authentication app to it's more reliable for students to use that rather than upload the photos. And I will redesign the record buttons when you start to use the Stare app and the screenshot is locked. It will record your time and the screen the phone screen was unlocked. Then the recording time function will closed. And I will add some functions to share book links. I think it could all optimize the social interactions. And that's all. Thank you.